Contractors today in a bid to ramp up weapons production.
Madeline Rivera is here with the details on today's meeting. Hi, Maddie.
Good morning, Todd and Ashley. The President and Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, have publicly expressed confidence in the country's munitions stockpile. They say the U.S. has a, quote, virtually unlimited supply of medium and upper-grade, medium-grade weapons, giving the country an open-ended timeline to finish its mission in Iran. But the lack of a definitive deadline and the escalating military campaign in Iran is exactly why some lawmakers have concerns about the country's weapons stockpile. So today, defense industry executives from Lockheed Martin, RTX Corporation, and L3Harris are expected to meet at the White House. The Wall Street Journal reports the Pentagon is particularly looking to replenish Patriot, Tomahawk, and THAAD missile systems. As congressional lawmakers Mullin as DHS Secretary after President Trump replaced Kristi Noem. Here's Mullin. The president announced Noem's ouster on Truth Social, saying in part, Markwayne will work tirelessly to keep our border secure, stop migrant crime, murderers, and other criminals from illegally entering our country. Here's Mullin talking about his nomination yesterday.
What was your first reaction to just the news that you were nominated for this position, just amidst everything that's happening?
Humbling, because I had to call my dad, and because it happened quick, right? I had to call my wife and call my dad both, and it's just, pretty humbling when you start thinking about it. A little kid from Westville, Oklahoma, gets to serve in the...
For the Shield of Americas, a new security initiative that would focus on the Western Hemisphere. Noem saying Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth are incredible leaders, and I look forward to working with them closely to dismantle cartels that have poured drugs into our country and killed our children and grandchildren. A summit to make the Shield of Americas official is set to take place in Miami this weekend. Todd and Ashley.
Madeline Rivera, thank you. With that, let us bring in the Director of Border Security and Immigration Center at the Heritage Foundation, Laura Rees. Laura,
to shake up his team when he needs to. And when it comes to the Department of Homeland Security, it's about the mission. It's not about who is at the top and photo ops. If it's becoming about you, then it's time to go. So this was a good time to change up the team. And I suspect and believe that Senator Mullin will focus cells led into the U.S. under Joe Biden's open border policies in retaliation for what's going on in Iran.
Let's get more into the senator's background. He is an Oklahoma senator, or at least he will be until he's confirmed in his position. Then he can no longer do that. Was a rep for the Oklahoma 2nd District, has owned multiple businesses, is a former undefeated MMA fighter, and is the enrolled member of the Cherokee Nation, first tribal citizen to serve in the Senate in 2 decades. I look at this way, and I'm sort of piggybacking off your last answer. You combine Markwayne Mullin, no-nonsense guy. You combine border czar Tom Homan, definitely a no-nonsense guy. And it seems like we're setting this up for a drama-free, no-nonsense DHS, which is going to do the job needed to protect the American people. Your thoughts?
I agree with that. We also have very good leadership at the top of Customs and Border Protection and Trump's administration. It's very important to continue maintaining a very secure border, but also it's important to go to phase 2 in terms of deportations, move beyond just worst of the worst, and really pursue mass deportations, which President Trump promised and Americans voted for, because many of suspected terrorists, for example, don't have criminal rap sheets.
Even though she's an illegal, but to your point, there are many people without a criminal record that do need to be deported because they are on those lists. Now we await to see if he makes it through the Senate confirmation. We've got one Democrat yes, and John Fetterman. We'll see if any other of his former colleagues say yes as well. Laura Rees, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube